There's a famous story about a wise man and a king. The king, impressed by the wise man's wisdom, offered him any reward he desired. The wise man requested something seemingly simple: rice grains on a chessboard, 1 grain on the first square, 2 on the second, 4 on the third, and so on, doubling with each square. The king, initially amused by the seemingly humble request, agreed. He began placing the rice grains on the chessboard, but soon realized the magnitude of his promise. The initial squares required a negligible amount of rice, but as the squares progressed, the number of grains grew exponentially. By the time the chessboard's halfway point was reached, the king faced a logistical nightmare. The rice required for the remaining squares far surpassed the kingdom's entire supply. The king, overwhelmed by the sheer volume of rice, was forced to acknowledge the power of compounding. What seemed insignificant at the start, when doubled repeatedly, resulted in an unimaginable outcome. This ancient tale perfectly encapsulates the essence of compounding, consistent, incremental growth leading to extraordinary results over time. Compounding, in its simplest form, is the snowball effect of growth. It's like earning interest on your interest repeatedly. Imagine investing $100 with a 10% annual return. In the first year, you earn $10 in interest. The next year, you earn interest not just on the initial $100, but also on the $10 interest, totaling $11 in earnings. This process, when repeated over time, creates an exponential curve of growth. The longer the compounding period, the more dramatic the results. Small, consistent efforts, much like the doubling rice grains, accumulate into something far greater than the sum of their parts. Whether it's money, knowledge, or skills, the principle of compounding remains the same. Consistent, incremental growth leads to remarkable outcomes over the long term. The beauty of compounding lies in its universality. Its principles apply not just to financial investments, but to virtually every aspect of life. Take financial growth, for example. Consistently investing a small amount, say $1 a day, might seem insignificant initially. However, over decades, with the power of compounding returns, this small habit can result in a substantial nest egg. Similarly, consider the impact of daily reading on knowledge acquisition. Spending even 30 minutes a day immersed in a book can have a profound effect over time. The knowledge gained compounds, leading to a broader understanding, improved critical thinking, and enhanced creativity. The same principle applies to physical health. Engaging in regular exercise, even for a short duration each day, contributes to a healthier lifestyle. Over time, these small efforts compound, resulting in increased strength, stamina, and overall well-being. Whether it's building wealth, expanding knowledge, or improving fitness, the key takeaway is clear. Consistency is key, and even small daily efforts, when compounded over time, yield extraordinary results. Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Albert Einstein. Einstein's words underscore the sheer power of compounding. Yet despite its undeniable potential, many underestimate its impact. Why? Because compounding requires patience and persistence. The initial results often seem insignificant, leading to discouragement and a temptation to quit. It's like planting a seed and expecting a tree to sprout overnight. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. Jimmy Johnson. This quote highlights the importance of consistently putting in the little extra effort. Trust the process, stay committed, and the results will speak for themselves. Patience is the companion of wisdom. St. Augustine. Remember, the magic of compounding unfolds over time. There are no shortcuts. Embrace the journey, stay consistent, and witness the transformative power of compounding in all aspects of your life.